What is going on, everybody? Damn! Alright. This pedal right here. This one. Right there. That sexy motherfucker. Alright. So that right there is called, because I kicked the box down, the Boomstick Prototype by This Heavy Earth. I guess it was the first attempt at making a pedal for Taylor Danley. He's a YouTuber out of the Northwest. Out there, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. He's that guy. Yeah. Fun fact. We're both going to be part of the Deviant family. That's pretty cool. I have zero clue who this guy is. I've seen his content a few times. Yeah. Kind of weird. It's almost like playing the Kevin Bacon game. Alright, so this is a pretty cool pedal. You have your usual suspects of a lineup. You have the tight, low, high, level, bite, gain. And this right here is to clip it. It clips it from one clip to another clip. I have zero clue what the clipping is, but one of them's kind of like thick and not so alive, and the other one's bright and tight. It's a very, very cool pedal. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything on noontime, providing that my blind ass can do it, just to show you what everything sounds like at noontime. Alright, we're at noontime. We'll put that clipping all the way. Oh, does the clip go in the middle too? Oh, look at that. I didn't even know it went in the middle. Okay, so it clips 3 times. Apparently, I was flicking its bean pretty hard. That's right. Flick the bean hard. Okay, so let's turn the pedal right off, and we'll see what the Republic sounds like without it, and then we'll add it. All right. So gear I'm using today to help in this video is the Republic Amps X amp, and I'm using a Jens Benz cab loaded with DB77s by Eminence, mic'd up with an E906 by Sennheiser, and of course, using my LTD EC1000 Flame Purple Maple, whatever the fuck. Loaded with my Voodoo Custom Pickups TD SLAC. Alright. Let's film this shit. Alright, so here we go. Oh, volume pedal. Jesus. Me stupid. Alright, let's turn off this thing. We're going to see what the Republic sounds like, then we'll clip that on with everything at 50%. Okay, as you can see, right up the middle, what it kind of does is kind of just makes everything really lush. And we're going to move this toggle now to show the difference. Gotta turn the vocal mic off and try to remember the volume pedal for the guitar. He's a fucking idiot. Alright, so that clipping really takes it through stages. Like, you kind of have like a little, I'm not going to say lifeless, but compared to that, of course it's lifeless. But you get kind of like a thicker, and then it slowly cuts that thick out and brings it to like a really forward mid-range, which I like the forward mid-range. So we're just going to leave it in that position. And we're going to now just turn off the vocal mic, and I'm going to start going across. Remember, it goes tight, low, high, level, bite, gain. We're just going to turn some knobs and have some fun, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. All right, here we go. Alright, so as you can see, that pedal, it just rips. It's a great overdrive. apparently this was kind of like changing up the game a little bit from the Grim. Kind of like a little more simplified than the Grim. And I don't know if this is going to stay or if it's going to go. I never thought to ask Shay that. But if you really like this, I suggest reaching out to Shay to see what's going on with it. I do know that this is like the first version, I believe, of the Taylor Daney signature pedal. And I think that he wanted to have a couple things added. One was like an aggressor or something like that. And the other one was to have a gate, because if you can hear that little bit of hiss, she's a powerful little bitch. She's got some fucking sack. She does. She's got the clip that don't quit. This fucking thing right here slams. It does. It slaps like a motherfucker. It does. Slaps like your stepmom does after you pull out of her ass. The thing slaps. Alright. Very cool. As always, check out This Heavy Earth. I love that guy. Shay is awesome. He treats everybody so kind, and he takes the time to answer questions. Like, he's a guy you can actually get hold of and talk to. If you have questions about his product, message him on Instagram on This Heavy Earth. The dude is like super quick to get a hold of people. I don't know what he's doing with his life to get back to people that quick, but he either doesn't have one or he's just that goddamn generous. But he's a super, super nice guy. Everything that's come across my table that come from him is beyond impressive. I think I'm getting one thing, I get into it, and I'm getting a whole lot more. He's sort of like, I know I've said this in other videos about other pedals and stuff too, but he falls into that category where, you know, it's almost like, let's make a deal, like Monty Python standing over there going, but wait, there's more. Behind door number 3. Yeah. That fucking guy on the infomercials in the morning. But wait, there's more. With every $19.99 purchase for an extra $130, we're going to give you a pedal that actually is awesome instead of a piece of shit. Yes, his pedals are not like $89, $100. They're pretty much around $150 to $225, $250, I guess, depending on what you get. He's got some pedals that are pretty intense. And he cuts things off after a while, too. Like, if it's been around for a minute and sales start to slow down, he goes back to work to come up with something a little new, which is great. There's a lot of companies that we won't mention in this video that have been stroking their own dick for a decade over 3 or 4 pedals that's oddly enough keeping them in business. But what are you doing, really? I mean, as a pedal builder, I think I'd want to keep creating. I mean, obviously you can't keep making all the pedals, but if you have a pedal that did well and all of a sudden you got a shit ton of people asking for them, you know how to build them. I mean, you've built them. Most guys have all that stuff on their computer, and sometimes they stop making that stuff because just what they need to do it isn't available anymore. So definitely, you know, like I said, I don't know what's going on with this. I know that they're still developing Taylor Danley's final pedal, I believe, or the next iteration of it, which I'd love to get it to be able to compare it to this, to see where Taylor was going with what he thought he needed more. I get the noise gate thing because this pedal does generate some noise, as you can tell by the hissing, because I have a gate on that amp, so this is definitely from this pedal. But that's probably because that pedal pushes stupid amounts of power. Alright? So go check out This Heavy Earth. Tell Shay the Fat Man sent you. He'll know who you're talking about. I think I'm pretty much the only fat guy on the internet. Whoa. Besides the guy I borrowed this from. Fucking Chase Lewis. The token ginger of the crew. Alright. But by the way, because Chase Lewis and I, we send stuff back and forth all the time, he's really a good guy. Like, he's a legit good guy. He does this like I do. This is kind of like a hobby. He has a good time. He's really been pinnacle to he's been part of the sauce to how my videos have been coming out. Huge thanks to him to always having the patience and the time for a chat. I really enjoy him. He's a good dude. Go check his channel. It's called That Sounds Terrible. He's a funny guy. His humor sometimes escapes his videos, but he's working on that. If he doesn't keep working on it, I'll keep riding his ass about it. Because he's a super funny dude. He really is. You talk to him when he's not on camera. He's like this crazy, funny, super nice guy. And gets on camera, it's like he becomes very dry. But he's working on it. And he's got some really cool views on gear, and he's one of those guys that just does it off the cuff. He's not planning his video out days in advance. He's not writing a monologue. He's plugging in and going. And he's using a simple mic setup, and he really gives you a good, honest look. And if you're the type of guy who likes metal, but you still like, like the alternative music and the punk, he's kind of doing stuff that's geared towards that as well. Like, he's got a pretty sick amp that's going to be airing, I believe. It might already be aired by the time you watch this. I can't remember the name of the damn amp now. But man, if you like Social Distortion, it nails it. Like, when I say it nails it, it nails it. Satellite. That's what it's a satellite amp. That thing is friggin' ridiculous. Anyhow, go check Chase Lewis out. He sent me this pedal to check out. Wasn't this Heavy Earth that sent it to me? I'm getting the Louis Torres Prototype. The Dark Wrench. Yeah. Louis T. The fuck has Louis Torres been anyway? Miss that dude. Alright. As I always say at the end of my videos, fuck Patreon. There's a thank you button. Leave a couple bucks. The money from there, it buys a pedal that I give to you. It's that simple. I have a job, pays for my shit. It's kind of like a lottery. You don't have to be in the lottery. Anybody can try to win it. But if you leave a nugget, you get put in twice. Alright, other than that, God damn. Excuse me while I have a sip of coffee and interrupt myself. Double mountain coffee. Get on that shit. This stuff is awesome. Alright, keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. Don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. And I'll catch you in the next video. Later.